Good evening. After a day of sweltering sunshine, anything but true footballing weather, and an incident at Nottingham that suggests a touch of the sun. Brian Clough of Nottingham Forest and his confrontation with a clown today. We'll see how that happened when we come to Nottingham Forest against First Division leaders Watford. That's one of our games tonight. Also the goals from Ipswich against Stoke City, and also our main match from the Second Division, Queen's Park Rangers against Sheffield Wednesday. And the latest news from Jim Rosenthal.
A blow tonight for the England manager Bobby Robson. Two of his top players are out of the squad for Denmark, and we'll be telling you the replacement. Also, we follow the return of an England regular missing from that squad, West Ham's Trevor Brooking, as he plays his first match since his brief World Cup appearance more than 2 months ago. And we reflect a set of crowd figures that'll send a shiver right through the game.
But first, it's Queen's Park Rangers against Sheffield Wednesday on that artificial surface at Loftus Road, and two sides who just missed out on promotion last season. Sheffield Wednesday finishing 4th and Rangers 5th. And it seems that both managers have great respect for each other again this time.
Queen's Park Rangers manager Terry Venables claims that Sheffield Wednesday are certain to get promotion, to which the Sheffield Wednesday manager Jack Charlton responds, "Make no mistake, Rangers will be in the promotion hunt next May." Well, it may be mutual backslapping, but these are the teams that face each other today in a very good and interesting looking Second Division game. Queen's Park Rangers without Steve Wicks, Glenn Roeder, Clive Allen, Mike Flanagan and Tony Curry. But the bad news is partly relieved by the fact that Simon Stainrod has recovered from injury and will play in a young side whose average age is a remarkable 22 years. As for Sheffield Wednesday, they've been scoring freely this season, but now have to make a change up front, where the former Rangers man, Andy McCulloch, he played 42 games for QPR, takes the place of the England under-21 striker John Pearson, who's got a groin injury. The referee is Alan Robinson of Portsmouth. And on this artificial surface, the Sheffield Wednesday right-back Mel Sterland taking precautions with ointment on both knees. So Sheffield Wednesday kick off in a change strip of yellow, attacking the goal to our right. Rangers in their hoops. Sheffield Wednesday, who finished 4th in the Second Division last year, to Rangers 5th. So two sides of quality here, and as both managers say, could well have quite a say in things as the season progresses. Terry Fenwick playing the ball forward to Stainrod. Sterland putting it high into the stand. Blistering conditions. And on an artificial surface that normally they say it makes it hard going on the feet, it's going to be an afternoon of some strain for players on both sides. Well, here's John Gregory with the throw for QPR. High towards Hazel, but it was McCulloch's header, a slip by Waddock. And a chance now, a very good chance of a break for Sheffield Wednesday. Taylor on the ball at the moment and going a long, long way, hitting one from way out, hoping to catch Hucker unawares or a little too far out of his goal for comfort. But just failed to do so. Hazel with a long clearance. And back to Boulder. Neil showing all the confidence in the world with that crossfield pass to his fellow young fullback Dawes. Here's Bob Hazel. Stewart. Waddock going in hard against three of them, but Milosevic. Now Bailey towards McCulloch. Dawes, and Seeley's made a good break from what was virtually a midfield position. He's got Micklewhite up, and he's got Stewart up as well, and no foul. The referee, in fairness, was well placed, looked hard at it. He's being surrounded by QPR players for a moment there, but he certainly had a good look at it and said no penalty. Seeley. That's a good ball by Seeley, except sadly for Rangers, Mark Smith read it well. young man who's got quite a future, and in fact plays in the England under-21 side this week against West Germany, or at least is in the squad, as indeed is the QPR skipper Terry Fenwick. But another throw for Rangers. Yeah, it's a free kick. And Stainrod will take it. Again, Hazel is in there, and Gregory. Not a very good one. They might come well. Oh, just knocked over the top by Micklewhite. Sheffield Wednesday for a moment put off balance by a wicked deflection, and the ball coming through to Micklewhite, who lifts it over. An excellent little touch for Bannister, playing wide on the right. Mirochevic's gone outside for him, and Bannister running straight into Fenwick. Seeley's after this one again, shouldering Lyons off the ball. Go on, said the referee, and good play by Boulder. Well, Seeley's sprint was quite galvanising, and it was too much for the Sheffield Wednesday skipper. Mike Lyons shouldered off the ball there. Play on, said the referee, and Boulder got down well. Both Bannister and Taylor leaving it to each other, and Nick Gregory finding Waddock. Again the ball, and the Seeley is away. Now, is this the goal this time? No, stopped again by Boulder. Gregory trying to make it up. It's not lost yet for Rangers. The little chip there, knocked away by Smith. But again, that long break, the long ball, and the fierce running of Tony Seeley, very nearly finding a way through the Rangers defence, and both Boulder's legs saving Wednesday on that occasion. Seeley looking dynamic on some of those breaks. And Gregory having won the corner to be taken by Gary Micklewhite. Floated in there. Mirochevic, no, it was McCulloch who got it away. And Charlton thought that was going, and indeed it did, just before Waddock could turn it back. Charlton, and offside against Taylor. Certainly, although Sheffield Wednesday at the back are looking really comfortable in the air, once or twice they have found difficulty in turning quickly on this surface. Hence these balls that are being played forward for the speed of Seeley. And a free kick now for Rangers. Fenwick with the kick. Waddock. Fenwick. Seeley again. This time the shot, and again it's well saved, and Boulder a little lucky to get it a second time before Stainrod came in. Although Stainrod was being very well looked after by Mike Lyons. But looking really sharp this afternoon, Seeley, and Boulder saving well, but at the second attempt. And Wednesday bring it away with Taylor. Now Bailey the long ball towards McCulloch. Well, that's not a bad ball there, but Hazel read it well, just as Mirochevic looks as though he might get in on it. Oh, and Ben Hazel slipped there. McCulloch is through and scores. What an amazing goal. Well, Andy McCulloch comes back to the ground where he made his first league appearance 12 years ago in 1970, takes advantage of the slip by Hazel, and scores, in the end, what was a well-taken goal. There's Hazel's slip. McCulloch keeps his feet, and Hucker thinks he's going to play it out, and he slots it in superbly. Straight through the eye of the needle. So here's Sterling now for Sheffield Wednesday. And McCulloch wanting the ball on the far side. I mentioned about his first appearance 12 years ago here. It's a game I'm sure that ITV viewers will remember because it was against Birmingham City, which was notable for a remarkable hat-trick by Rodney Marsh. Well, Andy McCulloch scored on that day as well, but he was overshadowed by Marsh's hat-trick. But he's put Sheffield Wednesday ahead today. Oh, that's a bad ball played in there now for Mixon. Will this be number 2? No, Huck forgot that one. Well, the Sheffield Wednesday goal came from a Rangers mistake, but it was a slip that you, I suppose, couldn't blame Bob Hazel for. But that was a sloppy piece of defensive play that very nearly let them in the game. And Megson's shot in the end well covered by Hucker. Stainrod winning that ball in the air, but he was unfairly attacked by Lyons as we come to the last minute of the first half. A free kick. So Wallach will take it. Played it there for Warren Neal. Wallach. And the ball out of play. No, the linesman looks as though he was indicating there that there was a little bit of elbow in there by the Yugoslav. And so it'll be a free kick for Queen's Park Rangers and a chance in the last seconds of the first half to keep a bit of pressure on Sheffield Wednesday. And who knows, maybe to snatch an equalising goal in these last seconds. So Stewart with the free kick. Hit towards Hazel. And in the end, it was Sterling who got it away. Fenwick turning it back again. Hazel still trying to make something of it, but the whistle had gone. And indeed, it is the half-time whistle. And Sheffield Wednesday have stolen the advantage through Andy McCulloch against his old club with that goal close to half-time, but no doubt also thanking the work of their goalkeeper, Bob Boulder, who's made one or two very good saves, particularly from Tony Seeley. Half-time score then here at Loftus Road is Queen's Park Rangers 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. And the Rangers fans enjoying the sunshine, but not the situation which they hope will improve in the second half. So Rangers get the second half away with a job to do now. This goal down, scored by Andy McCulloch just before half-time. Against the Sheffield Wednesday that's opened the season brightly with 11 goals in the 4 games they've played so far. 3 each against Middlesbrough, Charlton and Bolton, games that they won, and then 2 last week against Leeds United when they lost. And the fullback's long clearance. Hazel judging the bounce because he's used to it a little better than McCulloch. Gregory. Well, that's an interesting ball. Oh, and well taken by Warren Neal. And beautifully played by him for Micklewhite. And Lyons doing an excellent job at the back for Sheffield Wednesday, but some lovely play down the right by Rangers. And Mirocevic tumbling, allowing Gregory to find Seeley. Seeley hoping to lob it back into the path of number 11. Scores. A little spell this for Rangers, and Warren Neal with some good play a moment ago has set it up. Seeley trying to get in there. Stainrod hoping to get a touch, and in the end it comes through to Boulder. So every indication that Wednesday will have plenty of defending to do, and it was a really good move. And it was Warren Neal who set it up, some lovely control, and Micklewhite on his way, and Mike Lyons providing the barrier. Ball out of play. It's going to be a Rangers throw. Beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-0 here last season and 3-1 at Hillsborough. McCulloch after this one. Hucker's got to come for it. 6'4.5" well able to look after himself. Hazel now. Stainrod. Taking a fair bit of stick from the Sheffield Wednesday fans this afternoon, having committed the unforgivable sin of once playing for Sheffield United. Stainrod winning a free kick there. So Michael White with the free kick on the far side. Played wide, and they're lining up the Wednesday defenders, but Stewart then planting it away, comes back off the post. Now can Seeley get in there? He claimed that he was impeded, but Rangers so unlucky there to be foiled by the goalpost from an equalising goal. The corner played deliberately wide, and Stewart's shot hitting the post and coming back into play. Here's Fenwick again. Claimed the corner and got it. So Fenwick is there in the area. In fact, it'll be a free kick. Yes, a free kick, which Gary Micklewhite will take. Wednesday weren't too happy with that decision, but they've got a bit of defending to do. Micklewhite putting it in there. Lyons getting above them all. Stewart once again. Oh, a great save by Boulder. Well, that's twice we've seen balls come out to Ian Stewart, the lad from Belfast. That one there, and he caught it superbly on the volley, but what a fine piece of keeping by Boulder. So another corner for Rangers. And this time Wednesday have got it away with Gary Bannister. Neil. Taylor after it, claiming it was Wednesday's ball. Not waiting to see what the linesman or referee say, and looks theatrically aggrieved. Don't think there could be much doubt. And the referee is going across to book Kevin Taylor, which could only be for defence. There's a little bit of gamesmanship in the first place. I don't think he honestly believed that it was their ball, but he thought if he rushed in there, grabbed it and said our ball, that it might influence the officials. Well, it didn't, and it got him into the book. Mirocevic is also in a bit of trouble. It looks like with a calf injury, and I think he might be going off, which means the defender Mike Pickering will come on. Well, I don't suppose Sheffield Wednesday will be too distressed at having a defender on, because it looks as though they're going to have a lot of work to do to hold Rangers at bay in the half hour or so that remains. So the Yugoslav Mirocevic is off, and here comes Mike Pickering on. We're halfway through the second half now, and still Sheffield Wednesday leading by a goal to nil as Waddock finds Micklewhite. Smith. What a formidable central barrier that Smith and Lyons are making, and Queensland Rangers now making their substitution. The winger Stephen Burke's coming on, and Gary Micklewhite is going off. Burke, who will operate presumably, I imagine he's down one of the flanks, while Ian Stewart operates down the left flank. Waddock. Gregory. Kicked in towards Stainrod, Pickering, the defenders back there. Waddock with the shot. Always a dangerous position if you catch them right. As Ian Stewart has already shown on a couple of occasions without any luck. Waddock was well wide of the target. Okay. Oh, and now a break with Bannister. Can this be number two? Without any doubt. And on the break, Sheffield Wednesday have probably thrown the whole thing up. Gary Bannister, who has hardly appeared up front, suddenly sprung through there, and his finishing touch was absolutely superb. No chance for Hucker, and 2-0 for Wednesday. So that's Gary Bannister's 4th goal in this new season. 2 of them have come from the spot. So that was an example of a good break and an excellent finishing. Waddock. Spain Rod, but it ran away from him, and Pickering gets it back. They've been very difficult to break down in this second half, Sheffield Wednesday. Rangers, their young side, remember, average age 22, haven't been equal to it. And then they struck superbly on the break. Great Jack Charlton football there, and he really does seem to have got a side here that might well be pressing towards promotion later on this season. And thanks to that goal, some 6 minutes or so from the end by Gary Bannister, it's made it absolutely clear, a victory for Sheffield Wednesday by 2-0. Queen's Park Rangers 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2.
Well, no doubt Rangers are hoping to get their missing star players back in action again soon, and I gather it could happen in the next fortnight or so. Certainly their young team just couldn't find a way through a Sheffield Wednesday side that in the second half pulled a lot of men back. But it was effective, and the two managers, Jack Charlton of Wednesday and Terry Venables of Rangers, had differing views about it.
And we played it deliberately that way. I mean, you can't commit people forward when and leave fullbacks behind you. If he'd have left his fullbacks where they were in the first half, we would have had more of the game. But unfortunately, that's the way the game is. It's not just the way, you know, we should push more people forward because we won 1-0. We didn't defend deliberately, let's put it that way. Now, we played some quite nice football in the first half. You know, he took his 2 fullbacks at the second half, he'll tell you that. And it made a difference to the game.
It made it difficult for you to break them down.
Well, you know, either way I saw it is that he's playing his tactics to win the game. They played a lot of men back, and it was hard for us to find space. So we first of all tried to knock it over the top to stretch him. There's a lot of men in there, and it's very difficult to get through. I mean, we will always beg to differ in this game, and I believe that Jack played 1 up and 10 and running from midfield, like he said, which makes it very difficult. I think that, you know, we've done 2 really ridiculous errors for 2 goals. Plus, I don't think they've had a shot apart from that, not even a corner, have they?
Didn't have a corner.
No. So, but that's okay. I mean, good luck to him. He's done it efficiently, but I don't think, you know, I think that really, how can I say I think anything? I've lost the game and he's won the game, so he's got to be right. He's got to be right.
Tell me what you think.
No, I'm telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I'm thinking. I just said to you that I think he's won the game. He's got to be right. That's what I think.
And you believe he's right?
No, I don't. No, of course I don't. I don't believe that's the right way to play, no.
We did our job right on the day. And, you know, with a bit of luck, we got away with 1 or 2 things in a bit of luck. The boys stuck them in the first half, we're in trouble. But he didn't. And we did.
But at least you see yourselves as First Division prospects for next season.
We'll attack this year, and we've scored more goals than anybody in the league this year. And we'll keep doing it.
Get corners.
We'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing it. And we'll try and get the people back at Sheffield. And we'll keep pushing forward, trying to entertain. And we'll score goals. And we'll have a goal. And we have changed, in spite of what people say. I know we've changed dramatically. The fact that he's got this field here, they've got to have a goal with the field. We may not like it, but we've got to come and do it. And if it's good for them, and he can make this club sound, and I can make Sheffield Wednesday sound, if everybody else does the same, we'll be okay. I hope.
I agree with that. It's his day today, isn't it?
Well, you've had the last 2 over me, haven't you? I mean, you beat us 3-1 in our field last year, and 2-0 down here. So it's made to.
Okay.
And at least they finished good friends. Coming up next then,